to get anything over the line. It is very, very difficult. So what we try and do now when we're selling is we take a step back and say, well, what is the exit? What do we need to do to get this property into its best possible shape to enable us to sell it for the seller at the best possible price? So is it an exit? If it's a site, is there a forward fund? If it's a vacant property, is there a service department operator or a local authority that might take a lease on it? I think everyone needs as much help as they can. I've had situations, certainly not with Vandermolen, but with Blenheim Bishops, where we made mistakes. But I managed in those circumstances to have been sort of old enough and ugly enough to say, actually, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. And I think if anyone was looking for advice on business and what to do, and I'm certainly not a doyen when it comes to it, but I think one of the most important things is if you know there's a problem, deal with it quickly. Because otherwise, my wife Melissa's late grandfather Seymour, when I first met him before we were married, said to me, with any problem in life, it's like a cancer. And if you don't cut it out and deal with it early, it grows and grows and grows and can do untenable damage to a situation. And I think that was a great piece of advice. When you're young, you sometimes think, I don't need to worry about that, it'll be okay. But it's not. So I think if you make mistakes, you really need to hold your hands up and say, look, we've done this wrong. And I think that's part of the reason now that we are very much sticking to what we know and making sure if we don't, we've got someone that does.